Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap the second AL wildcard game from today. So, game 1 here of Royals-Orioles. The Kansas City Royals get the 1-0 shutout win over Baltimore. And I found this would be a really low-scoring game. You know, two ace-type pitchers, Cole Ragans, Corbin Burns. This was a hell of a pitching matchup. Both pitchers really held it down. The only run Corbin Burns gave up was to Bobby Witt Jr. I'd say, but one of the best shortstops in the league. He drove in the only run. Cole Ragans went 6 shutout. He left with something cramps. I think he had cramps or something. But anyways, this is why I picked the Kansas City Royals to go to the World Series. Because I felt the Yankees pitching staff, if they play the New York Yankees, I really think the Kansas City Royals have an advantage there. And they can shut down the Yankees offense. They played a series against them where Seth Lugo pitched, Cole Ragans really shut down the Yankees lineup. That's why I think this Royals team, even though offensively you look at it, besides Bobby Witt, Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, like, who else is going to threaten in this lineup? And you have a point. I mean, their offense isn't the best, but I trust their pitching. Cole Ragans, 6 shutout today, 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 8 strikeouts. He's really good striking out batters. He had over 200-something strikeouts this year. Their bullpen, they got guys out there that can pitch. Sam Long, Chris Bubich, Lucas Ursig. Those are high-leverage guys that I think can make an impact if they make it out of this series to the Yankees. I really think they can beat them. And the Yankees have that playoff choke, it feels like, every year when they make it. And it feels like every single year you have that one Cinderella team. I felt it could be Kansas City, man. Cole Ragans was excellent. And he cramped up with 2 batters left in the final inning and could have gone back out. But he shoved in his first postseason start. Bobby Witt Jr., with in his first postseason with a huge RBI single, a big hit, and then Lucas Ursig with a 4-out save. So their offense has to be better, but Royals pitching's great, and their offense I think will be fine. I'm pretty sure they'll have these some of these type of games, but I think their offense will break out. But then we get to Sam Long, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. He's been really underrated this year. Like, he had a very good season, 3.16 ERA out of the bullpen. Like, he's one of their high leverage guys out of the pen. Chris Bubich got into a bit of trouble with the 2 base runners, but even he's been good this year, 2.67 ERA. But he didn't get to be in trouble. 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. They bring in Lucas Ursig, who got the final out. Got the next 3 to finish off the game, 1.1 innings. No hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So, only 5 total. Each team only had 5 total hits, but the Royals come up clutch. And there was a big spot in this game. 1st and 3rd for the Royals. For the Orioles. And, strikeout from Cole Ragans, and that was really the only time the Orioles threatened. They did in the 8th inning, but first pitch ground out from Santander. The Orioles kind of took a step back from last year. They're not as good offensively. They have that ace in Corbin Burns, who's really good, but the offense really didn't do well towards the end of the season, and they just kind of shit the bed here. I know Cole Ragans is their ace, but you got to put up a better fight than that. The only time they threatened was 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and they struck out both times. And the Royals bullpen was kind of shaky, but they did enough to get the job done. As for the Orioles, man, Corbin Burns, 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He pitched into the 9th inning, gave a playoff single, and his day was done. But what an outing from Corbin Burns, man. The best start of Burns as an Oriole, but it's impossible for any pitcher to win when the Orioles can't get a single run. I mean, when your offense doesn't score a run, you're not going to win a game. I mean, that's 9 consecutive playoff losses for the O's, extending the active MLB lead, and they're in trouble, man. They just aren't disciplined at the plate. It's hard to win if you're not disciplined at the plate. Can't put the ball in the bat. There's no need to swing for the fences is what they're doing. They're trying to swing way too much for homers. And with runners in scoring position, even if it means just advance runner with less than 2 outs, you got to do that. But great outing by Corbin Burns. He gave him a hell of a shot to win this baseball game. So he's just the 5th pitcher since 2000 to throw 8+ innings of 1-run ball in the postseason and settle for a loss, which is just brutal. Keegan Aiken comes in for 0.2 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and Sir Anthony Dominguez, 0.1 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So that's all the pitching lines. 1-0 was your final. 5 total hits for 1 run for KC, 5 hits, no runs for Baltimore. Bobby Witt had the big hit. So now we'll go over the lineups here and my final thoughts. So yeah, for the Orioles in this game, Gunnar Henderson 0 for 3 and a walk. Westberg was 1 for 4. Santander 0 for 4. Mountcastle 0 for 3. Pinch hitting O'Hearn. Drew that leadoff walk. Rutschman 0 for 4. Struck out a very controversial call, I thought. Should have been a called ball, but the offense didn't play well enough to win this game. I don't think you can blame this game on the umpires. Cowser 1 for 4. Urias 1 for 3. Kjerstad pinch hitting 0 for 1. Swung at freaking everything. And struck out. Mullins 2 for 3. Only got multiple hits today. McCann 0 for 2. Rivera 0 for 1. So it's the Royals for the Orioles. Here's the Royals stats. Massey 1 for 4. Witt Jr. 1 for 1 RBI. Pasquantino 0 for 3 walk. Back from that broken thumb, I think. Perez 1 for 4. Yuli Girdle 1 for 3. Melendez 0 for 3. Tommy Pham 0 for 3. Isbell 0 for 3. And Garcia 1 for 2 and a walk. Yeah, really good pitching duel. Not every game's been an offensive thriller, especially these two teams have really been up and down offensively. So I feel good about the Royals. I think they're gonna sweep them. I don't know. I just feel good. I just feel good about the Royals here. Excuse me, I'm a professional. So, but it's a do or die game for Baltimore. I mean, you don't want to get swept. If they lose, notable changes I think can be made for this team. I think they might fire Brandon Hyde. But you gotta do something. If they lose, if they lose, they gotta do something. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. So that's all that's here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And until next time, have a lot. Peace, and I'll see you guys for the Mets Brewers recap for Game 1, and then Padres Braves on this game.